Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone and hacked we're out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad.
And you heard it, Riders on the Storm, right here at TAN Talk Radio. Do not change that dial. I said do not change that dial because we have an invasion coming here this weekend. So welcome to the Shrink and Wrap Show. My name is Tracy, and I have my wraps, Trish and Renee.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
And thank you. And I have Matt, our engineer producer. Thank you so much for being here today.
Hello, no problem.
And thank you, ladies, for pulling us together. It's been, there's a song out there, Mama said there'll be days like this. And it is, but we got a big invasion coming here. And this is the Shrink and Wrap Show. We're going to be talking about what's happening here in the Tampa Bay area. It is the Gasparilla. What's happening here, ladies? What's going on?
That invasion is coming.
It's the invasion, and that's what the doors are talking about. So I don't know too much about Gasparilla, so stay here. You're listening to the Shrink and Wrap Show on the TAN Talk Radio live right here in Clearwater, Florida. If you live in Tampa, if you live in Dunedin, if you live in St. Pete, if you live in Newport Richey, have I missed any other areas?
All the surrounding areas.
All the surrounding areas.
Even Orlando, come over.
Orlando, come on over. That's right. But don't change that channel because right now you are listening to people that are connected in the Tampa Bay area. You're listening to people that want to live a good and healthy life with no strife in it. We're just normal people here and we want to lift you up. Your story is unwritten. So make sure you live the best life that you can starting today. It's 2024. Happy New Year. So the Shrink and Wrap Show, you're probably wondering, now, who's this hyper girl on here? Well, who am I? My name is Tracy, and I am with Trish, and I'm with Renee and Matt. And we started the show about a year ago. And the Shrink and Wrap Show, it actually was an idea literally 25 years ago, where we decided to have a shrink who they're all taking vacation from all their hard work, I think in December. So I think it's called the Shrink and Wrap Show. So I have licensed therapists and my wraps who are friends. So a lot of times we go to lunch and we talk about things and then we get a point of view from a licensed therapist, then we tie in songs as therapy. So just a heads up, this show is strictly suggestions and opinions. Suggestions and opinions. If I talk about, I don't have sodium, you might need sodium, but I'm just letting you know, do your homework and just planting ideas in your head. So welcome. And I definitely, I'm scared of the invasion, but I'm also very tense because it's been, Mama said there'll be days like this today for me. Oh, yeah.
We all have them.
But it's a new hour, and that's what we're learning. So can I need a loosen up song, please, Matt? My goodness. I need, who did I pick? See, there I go. Short-term memory again.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
Here we go.
I forgot I picked. Now I'll tell you why.
Come to decide that the things that I tried were in my life just to get high on. When I sit alone, come get a little known, but I need more than myself this time. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on, all my life to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh. I got your hey, oh. Now listen what I say, oh. When will I know that I really can go to the well once more time?
Oh, I can listen to that, the whole song, but time does not allow me to do that. And but guess what? The Red Hot Chili Peppers is going to be invading our city right here, June 6th at the Mid-Florida. Credit Union now? The Mid-Florida. They're going to be having, they have a concert here.
Yeah, I think the name of the, yes, I think, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's pronounced the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Is the name of the venue.
Yeah, it is.
That's why two blondes together work well. You got half of it, and we got it together, right?
Yes, we did.
So anyway, but they are going to be here June 6th, and I've already looked for tickets. They're you better get them. They're going fast. So, but they're going to be invading our city as well. So thank you again. You're listening to the Shrink and Wrap Show, and if you want to be connected here in Tampa Bay, in the Tampa Bay area, you better stay right here. So last week, we talked about, and Renee, you're familiar with, because you know the whole circle and invited us to the wine stream.
Yes.
And do you have any afterthoughts about the wine stream?
I think they need to get it out there quicker and faster. I think it's a great concept.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes. And
People need to think about it, I think, for weddings, rehearsal dinners, birthday parties.
yes.
You bring it into your own place. If you're having a party, you bring in on that particular wine stream, whatever you choose, red,
Yes.
white,
I
champagne.
saw they have Prosecco.
Oh, I know.
And that's one of the, for those of us who watch our weight and our calories,
That's a great
one
one.
of the best ones you can get.
Yes. So what I want to tell you, if you're just now tuning in and you're not following me, because I need more followers, I'm fishing for followers. Well, I don't really need it, but we're good. We entertain ourselves. But well, actually, I do. But what WineStream is they are the most cost-effective option when it comes to wine. And what it is it's tap, it's wine on tap, and it saves you money, and you're getting better quality. And what I like what the owner said last week, Max and his son. First of all, their New Year's resolution was all about quality. They're from Italy. They're bringing wine over here. They want to do wine on tap because it helps with the environment. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are still going to want wine on tables, right? People are going to still want wine on tables. But when you go into a restaurant, you ask for wine on tap. They are wine on tap. They are wine stream. So when you get wine on tap, you get better quality. You get what you're paid for. There's no oxidation. There's not a bottle of wine sitting out there that's just half full. And so you're getting more for your money. But if you go to a restaurant, ask them if they have wine on tap, because not only that, what you're doing is you're helping the environment. It says 27. Each keg saves 27 bottles from entering our landfills. So it's also a way in helping the environment with bottles of wine, and you're getting quality and more. So thank you to WineStream for coming here. And I know for Beachy's Restaurant, I believe, does have WineStream there. So try it out. So I wanted to recap there. And so today, as we were talking about, we were mentioning the Gasparilla Parade is here. Anybody have anything to say about that?
Matt, I was talking to him before the show. Matt has never been to the Gasparilla Parade.
I know. Isn't that hard to believe? How many years have you been here, Matt, and have not been invaded?
A little over 2. I know it's against crime. It's a crime against Tampa Bay nature, but I've never been to Gasparilla yet.
And how many years have you been here?
This will be the start of year number 3 for third full year in Tampa Bay.
Okay, well, you need to get your butt down there and let those pirates pillage. You'll never have an experience like it.
You will never miss it again once you go and see what it is.
That's right. But what we're going to do today is we're actually from Tampa. I'm a Tampa native, and I was born and raised here, and I think I marched it in high school, but I'm not familiar with really the whole story of Gasparilla. So we here at Tampa, we're going to go behind the scenes. We've got great connections here, and we have a great guest, and we're going to tell you where you can get your Gasparilla attire as well, right here in the Tampa Bay area. But what we're going to do is we're going to tell you what the story is behind Gasparilla. We're going to tell you why Tampa is called Ybor. We're going to, what day is Gasparilla? Do y'all know what day it lands on?
27.
27.
Saturday for the adult parade. This weekend is the children's parade.
That's right.
And the children's parade goes from 4 to 6. But a lot of activities involved with the children's parade.
Yeah, and just in case, if you happen to see us on video, I don't know if they can or not. I don't even know where they find us, but we are dressed as pirates today. So I just want you to know that this is like a little rehearsal. And thanks to Tate and Tilly for that as well. But trivia question before we get our guest on. Who discovered Tampa?
Jose Gaspar.
No. Discovered Tampa.
Oh, Tampa.
Yeah.
Who put Tampa on the map? Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't know.
Okay. Is his name Ponce de Leon?
Ponce de Leon.
De Leon.
Of course we know
Okay,
that.
so before we get our guy on our show, and Trish, thank you for finding this pirate. He's on hold. But before I'm going to answer this, who discovered Tampa? Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon first arrived in the Tampa Bay area in 1513. This is even for someone like me. It's good to know our history. Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon first arrived in Tampa Bay 1513. So
There's a little story.
Yes. So no, wait. We're not ready for some. No, not yet. We're not ready yet. So, is he on the line? Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So hold on one second. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we have someone on the line for Trish right now.
Yes, we have Bobby Parado coming on, and Bobby is the former mayor of Ybor City, and he's very involved in Gasparilla in many ways. He's been a gaucho for 37 years. So, Bobby, welcome to our show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And when you talk about my being the mayor of Ybor City, the alcalde, I got to say one thing. I was the alcalde 5 times. And the reason I was alcalde 5 times, because every time I missed a meeting, I got elected.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. So, Bobby, so tell us about Gasparilla, the backstory of Gasparilla.
Backstory about Gasparilla. Gasparilla started way back in 1904. Originally, it was like a May Day celebration, to kick off the summer events and all that stuff. Then it got moved later on, probably 10, 20 years later, it got moved to February. And it was always held on a Monday. But when they moved it into February, it kind of became associated with the social season in Tampa. So all, as crews started to come about, originally it was just the one crew, the crew of Gasparilla. And then as things progressed, more crews started coming on, and then they would have all their big balls and their celebration balls and inauguration balls, and all that started in February. And that's what started to be, Gasparilla being the last Saturday in January is the kickoff to the social season in Tampa.
Right.
But where did Gasparilla come from? From this, mythical pirate, Jose Gaspar, that used to go up and down the coast of Florida here. And the thing was, this guy was raping and plundering and having a grand old time up and down the coast. So people decided they wanted to party, kind of like to go along with what was happening in Mardi Gras in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
So, so we come along with our own, we can't do a Mardi Gras, so let's do a Gasparilla. So they come up with this mythical pirate. Pirate's going to come into Tampa, and he's going to take over the city, and the mayor's going to give him the key to the city. And when that happens, this big, huge parade can take place.
Right.
And for years, our parade was like in the top 4 or 5 largest parades in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think USA Today named it one of the top 10 in the country.
Yeah,
just this year.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a huge, it still is a huge parade.
See,
look at our parade. Yeah, look at our parade. We have 400,000 people attending, watching our parade. That's quite a crowd.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
It's a huge crowd.
Yes. And
everyone's begging for beads.
Everyone's begging for beads. And speaking of beads, well, how do you get in a crew? And then what kind of initiation and tradition are there for the new members?
Well, depending on the crew, because there's probably over 100 crews now out there. Every crew has their own, what does it cost to join? What does it cost to get an outfit? What does it cost to buy beads?
Mm-hmm.
Some crews have you join, you pay your annual fee, and then if you want to be in a parade, they charge you to be in a parade, maybe $20, $25, whatever. But that's how they, sustain their crews, and pay for their floats. There's a lot that goes into having a crew, putting a parade on, being in a parade.
Right. Do you have any funny stories about beads or anything?
Well, some that I can tell.
We know some, so that's a secret here. And that was a good choice, being that, I'll leave it at that. But that's good.
Yeah. Let's just say a person in the parade for the first time. We call them the virgins. They're doing the virgin parade.
Okay.
And everybody that's a veteran, we'll all sit in the background. We'll take bets. like, how long is it going to take this guy to run out of bees?
Yes.
So they start going down the street, they see 400,000 people screaming their name, and they think they're a rock star, and they got to throw a bead to every hand that's up in the air. And and when we're trying to place our bets, we're trying to see like who can get the two blocks, or the 3 blocks. They don't usually go very far, not even half a mile. They're out of bees.
Oh no!
Coming around asking us, "Hey guys, can I borrow some of your bees?" No.
No way. You rationed
Now
yours.
you got to walk the rest of the beat and smile at people. See how they like you now.
They don't like you very much if you don't have beads that you're throwing.
Well, it also tells you a lot about a personality too.
Yeah, and there's a lot of the crews. Well, like the Gauchos. We talk about the Gauchos because I was a Gaucho for so many years. The Gauchos was we called it a dancing crew.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody rode the float. Everybody went out in front of the float and we danced. We had the best music in the parade by far, and all this Latin music and guys just dancing and run over in the crowd and hug somebody, put a bead around their neck, and keep dancing.
Hey, I have a quick question, Bobby. What about what does each crew have a specific type of like bead or do they fund a certain organization? How did they who was the number one like pirate ship? Was it Mystic Crew of Gasparilla?
Yeah, the Mystic Crew is the one that. Yeah, the Mystic Crew has the pirate ship. It's their parade. Well, they have all their members. The ones that they can get on that.
On that, how many?
Really it's really a barge.
It's a barge. How many people do you think? How many pirates are on that? Can you think ballpark? 300.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
I
think it's like
how half of them don't drown, I don't know.
I don't.
You see them climb way up high in that thing.
At the top of that lookout tower, I keep thinking, God, somebody's going to fall off of that.
So how do they name the captain too? How do they name
the king?
The king, yes.
Well, that's something. There again, depending on the crew, you have to get on their board of directors and you work your way up.
Yeah.
You go through all the different spots. You become treasurer, become vice president. You do whatever. All the different crews. Some crews, like the Rough Riders, you have to be chairman of a committee. They'll have multiple committees, and so if you want to, then you have to apply. Say, I'd like to get on the board of directors to work towards being the king or whatever they call their head.
So
I think the Rough Riders call him the Teddy.
So I have a nomination, and you guys let me know if this is a good one. I have a really good nomination for the leader of, for the king of
for the
Gasparilla.
whole Gasparilla parade.
Yes, I nominate Johnny Depp.
Oh,
what do you think?
I think he has the.
I think he already has
attire.
his own. I think he has his own ship, his own mates,
I
and
know,
all
but
that.
Tampa is at a whole nother level. He needs to come on this ship over here, right?
Yeah, let's go here.
Johnny Depp would have some level of gravitas.
Absolutely.
We'd have to initiate him into our part of us.
That's right. And then I also, Bobby, I also would like to, the swashbuckler term, is that where swashbucklers came from? We were cheerleaders back in the day. And by the way, they're going to be invading our show right here at TAN Talk Radio live, probably next week, right before the Super Bowl. But you think that's where the swashbuckler term came from as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where, that's why our football team is called the Buccaneers.
See, little history.
In keeping with the, the history of Gasparilla. It's been around for so many years that it's known all over the country. I remember when I was mayor of Ybor City, I would get invited to other parades, like in Tallahassee has a parade. New Orleans would invite us to a parade and stuff, and they always talk about the Gasparilla parade. That's such a great parade. People there are so much fun. You all do such a great job of involving the whole city. It's not just a parade, but there's all kind of stuff going on all around it. And it's not just one parade. So then you have the week before is the children's parade.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Then you have Gasparilla. 2 weeks later, you have the night parade in Ybor City.
Yes.
The music festival.
And that's KNI.
The run.
That's done by the Knights of St. Iago.
Yes.
Sponsors that parade. Then you have St. Patrick's Day parade by the Rough Riders. So there's multiple parades happening. It's just, once our social season starts at the end of January, it'll go on for 3 or 4 months.
Right.
And That's why so many people want to be involved in the cruise, because it's a lot of fun.
Yes, and Bobby, so you were the mayor of Ybor? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
So
Alcalde, please.
The alcalde.
that's amazing. That's awesome. Well, I read here, why is Tampa called Ybor? And yeah, do you know that question?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to let you answer it. I didn't want to put you on the spot. But I know, but I don't want to corner him and then he doesn't. You know what I mean? So since you know it, go ahead.
Yeah, no. Vicente Ybor, Y-B-O-R, was a cigar maker in Cuba. Late 1800s. Well, you know what happened? Labor got too expensive. So he had to move out of Cuba, out of Havana, and he moved to Key West. He and another Cuban cigar maker moved to Key West. Well, they were kind of in competition with each other. And for some reason, Vicente Ybor's factory caught fire. Must have been a lightning strike, right? So anyway, he's got to get out of there. So he had heard about this port of Tampa that was a safe port. So he came up and he bought a bunch of land in what at the time was Tampa was very, very small city, mostly just around downtown now. There was Fort Brooke. There was an Army fort there. So he went to what is now Ybor City, and he named it after himself. And he says, I'm going to start my cigar factory here.
Oh.
And I'm going to build a bunch of little houses that they're called shotgun houses. Because if you open the front door and open the back door, you can shoot a shotgun all the way right through it.
Well,
so usually you're chasing somebody out of the house. But,
so was it named for Vincent Martinez? Is that name sound familiar?
Vicente Martinez Ybor.
Vicente. See, I'm learning a little bit. Vincente. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Vicente Ybor. So then he started, he built all these little houses for his cigar workers. And cigar workers came in from where? From Spain, Italy, Germany, Cuba. And guess what came out of that? It's the Cuban sandwich.
Wow. No one makes a better
domino
Cuban.
effect.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. No one makes a better Cuban sandwich than the Tampa Cuban.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
We are the Cuban sandwich kings. But the thing about the Cuban sandwich, everything in the Cuban sandwich, this started at Columbia Restaurant.
Yes.
Everything in the Cuban sandwich was to appeal to one of those nationalities that was working in the cigar factory.
Interesting.
Like the Cuban bread for the Cubans, the pork for the Spanish, and the ham and the Swiss cheese for the people from there. So everything, the mustard, everything was directed at a person's culture, so that they would feel a part of the community, if you will.
Well, we know a lot of Martinez's in the family. We personally know. I wonder, have you ever asked a couple of our friends, Martinez friends, if they're related to this guy?
No, because I just learned his name.
Well, they might be. They might want to go to Ancestry.com. I think I would be checking that out right now. But what great Tampa history here, if you've never been, and even living here, knowing the behind the scenes. And I just want to ask you really quick, Bobby, too. The one thing about the Gasparilla, it takes a year for preparation for the floats and all that, but a lot of like the Rough Riders, they raise money and they have like teddy bears and they donate those bears into the hospitals. Is that correct? I want people to know the behind the scenes of what's going on good in our community as well.
Oh yeah, every crew out there has a charity, if you will, that they support. That's the Rough Riders with the teddy bears in the hospitals. The crew of West Tampa, a very recent crew that I was the king of 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm kind of a two-timer. I was the mayor of Ybor City, and I was the king of West Tampa.
You little two-timer. Yeah.
Lots of royalty there, Bobby.
Yeah, but the crew of West Tampa donates to a McDonald's training center.
Nice.
Yeah, all the funds they raise. In fact, they owned a building, and they sold the building for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they donated a ton of money to McDonald's training center a couple of years ago.
That's great.
So all the crews are doing something. They all support a charity of their choice, which is, it's a good thing. except for the gauchos.
And I think it's important that everybody knows that when you go, again, you're contributing and someone's going to benefit from that. You're having fun, you're contributing. And gosh, Bobby, that he provided a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
This is just 10 minutes of information about Tampa and about the Gasparilla Parade. And if you're not used to going to Gasparilla or you go and you don't know why you're going, I think it's, again, important to know what you support, why you support it, and know the history of where you live. It's so important. And it's conversation pieces. So, Bobby, I am going to, did we talk about the keys of Tampa Bay? Because we're at 3:31 right now. And I was going to toss this over to Renee. And what I like about, what's his name? Jose Gaspar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jose Gaspar, was he a little romantic? He's got a romantic story?
No, he's not romantic. He's a pillager.
He's romantic.
But
he's a bad boy, maybe? Like, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Don't tell me the story.
What do you
Those
know
are
about
all
him, Bobby?
private conversations.
We were having private conversations in the car.
we'll let you take this over. She's setting me up for the song that's about to play.
That's right.
That's what it is.
And Bobby, I thank you so much. Can you tell us the date of Gasparilla again, please, for everybody? And then we're going to tell you where you can buy your attire. Can you tell us the date, Bobby?
It's the last Saturday in January this year. I believe it's the
27th.
January 27th.
Okay, and so we're going to be looking for you for the right beads.
You look hard.
We'll be looking hard.
We'll be
But
yelling
you
your
have to
names.
smile.
No, we know the deal
There's
now.
there's a lot more entailed than smiling. Let me tell you.
We got it now. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm sorry I have to end the segment, but I'd love to have you back on to talk more about the city of, Ybor, Tampa, and the growth of it, because I love hearing all this. So thank you so much, and happy Gasparilla.
Thank you. At one time, I'd like to talk about the Ybor City naval invasion, which was last weekend.
Well, let's do it.
How that opens the waters for Gasparilla to take over. But anyway, we'll do that at another time.
Well, we're going to do it really quick. So Trish, set that up and let's do it. I'm kind of behind on a couple of shows with some people, I promise, but I definitely want to have him back on for that.
We can do it before the night parade is a couple weeks from now, right?
Yes, and we can also maybe bring in Weinstream because they're talking about Ybor too. You know, the history there. So that would be great. Bobby, thank you, and happy Gasparilla to you. And thank you for sharing all that information.
Thanks.
Thank you, ladies. Have fun.
Thank you, Bobby. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
See you at Gasparilla.
Yes.
Okay.
See you at Gasparilla. So, and Matt will see you too. So what I like to do right now is I've got, it's 3:33. So one of Renee, we are going to introduce a lovely voice. And this voice sang at the 100th anniversary, Gasparilla anniversary, wasn't it?
Created the song for their 100-year anniversary and sang
it.
She wrote it.
I'm sorry.
But you got to preference that she was 16 years old.
That's right.
And they at Gasparilla decided that they thought, but they needed a song to represent their 100 years and a little bit about Jose Gaspar. And so they contracted Shannon to write a song and produce it and sing it. And there's several. There's a jingle, and then there's this romantic side about, well, not so much romantic. It's about how Jose Gaspar won our city over.
And let me tell you, we listened to this song on the way over, and I had goosebumps. No, I did like 4 times. And now I like Jose because there's a little romance somewhere. So let's listen to the Shannon McGrain.
I see far beyond me a treasure. I must take it and leave my legacy to die, or take a life I would sacrifice. I am Jose Gaspar. Here I am, this land is mine, sword in my hand, blood left in the sand. Never defeated, I live to fight, raise my sword to the sky. Tampa is mine.
Wow. I mean, come on. I got goosebumps. Again, when I get goosebumps, that is a winner. Not a lot of people give me goosebumps when it comes to songs.
That was really good.
That is amazing. So, Renee, what is the name of that song?
It's their 100th anniversary Gasparilla song for having a story behind it. It did get to the second verse, and it's about the keys.
Right. Well, we'll do that.
Day.
We'll do.
So
okay.
maybe he'll finish it for the second half, so you understand that the reason she wrote it was a story about the Gasparilla getting here, conquering the bay, getting the keys from the mayor, and then giving it back to the mayor at the end. It's a cute little song, and then there's a little tiny jingle that they made for it.
Yeah,
that they would play during commercial breaks and stuff.
Right, we're going to get to that at the end. So hopefully we'll get to it. But what I want to know is I want you to sing the jingle.
No jingle for this girl.
Just to let you know, Renee is the mother of Renee. I mean, Renee is the mother of Shannon. Renee is the mother of Shannon. So anyway, and Renee can sing.
No,
can you
can't.
sing the jingle for us? And then we'll have Renee?
Absolutely not.
Shannon.
We should have called in to Shannon, and Shannon could have sang it for us. But let me tell you a little story about how it all happened. Mm-hmm. And it was when one of the kings of that year, Rex Ferrier, reached out with the whole crew of Gasparilla, like Bobby was telling us about, and asked Shannon if she just got off of American Idol in 2011 and said, you know what, Shannon, we would love for you to sing a 100-year anniversary song. I'm the king this year. Would love to invite you there. And I had to ask also these questions. We should have asked Bobby this question. How do you get into a crew? It's like you have to be invited into a crew.
Right.
And then you have to be the crews are like stacked deep.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a wait list.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter if you come into town or not and want to be in a group, want to be in one of these,
you have to know
crews,
somebody.
You have to know somebody to invite you. It's kind of like a sorority fraternity.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere. So people that aren't from Tampa, they need to know. That's why I want to share this.
Is why
how do you get behind the scenes?
Or they can start their own crew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Well, you do have to get. You even have to get approval for that.
But there's probably insurance, and there's probably a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I just want y'all to know that Shannon McGrain, she just recently was on the 75th Annual Primetime Awards this week on Fox. So, Renee, where can they follow Shannon, please?
Oh my gosh, on Instagram. That would be great. Shannon. It's SHANNON. And it's McGrain, like a migraine, not really. MAGRANE. And you can find her on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. She's all over.
And this is the mother of the lovely Shannon. So thank you so much for sharing. It's been a very crazy morning.
It's crazy.
We got through that day. We got through that.
Well, what's great is it's Gasparilla week.
I know, and here we are. And so now I cannot wait to introduce this next. And I was going to have the song, "The Lime and the Coconut, You Drink It All Up," but I can't. So I sang it for you. But I was going to have that song next. So what I'm going to have, cannot wait. If you need any kind of attire like we're wearing, beads, not beads, but the rhinestones for the shirts, anything embroidered, any kind of
headbands.
Napkins. Tell us what else is from.
Headbands, earrings, belts,
purses, anything that you want to wear and look like part of the crowd. You are going to want to contact Tate and Tilly and Linda. The owner is right here with us on the phone. Linda, are you there?
I am. Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for waiting. And I got to tell you, Linda, we have all shopped at your place. And again, this is your Tampa Bay Connection at Shrink and Wrap show. And if you want to know where to go, this is where you stay tuned to. Everyone on my show is positive. Tate and Tilly is the best place to buy any kind of gifts. You can buy birthday gifts. But I here to tell you more about it is Linda, the owner. So Linda, let's take it away. Your motto here is retail therapy for your soul. Is that correct?
You got it.
Yeah. And so you've owned this for about 4 years. So tell us, what does Tate and Tilly offer to its customers that makes your store stand out?
I think one of our biggest things that we offer is truly customer service, something that has basically gone away in the world right now. but we offer it, and we offer it with 100%. So when someone walks in the door, they're by one of the employees, they're asked, would you like us to help you, or you just want to have fun looking around by yourself? They find their gifts, or they come back to us and get some more help. And when they bring it to the guest, it does not matter if they have 50 things that they're purchasing. We're all about, would you like us to wrap them? And we will wrap every single gift individually.
Wow. And you wrap them beautifully, because I've bought gifts there before, and I'm proud to give them.
Yeah, then you don't have to stop and get the gift bag. I mean, Linda, I'm going to give Holly a shout out, and she wanted to know that she's one of the nicest in this store, but they're all so super nice. But I've called Holly over there at your store, and I'm like, I am on my way to a birthday party. What's in? Tell me this. I give her the price range. She picks it. I go. It's in the gift bag. One-stop shopping, and I'm at the party on time.
Service.
So I want to compliment everybody that works there and your store and the way you're running it. It says a lot about you. So
well, thank you very much. And you know what? It's actually the employees have the heart to want to do it and to want to help the customers. Mm-hmm. And that to me says it all right there. I mean, I'm not here all the time to be telling them what to do, what not to do. They just do it from the heart.
Yeah, but I've learned that when employees are nice, they're all nice from the top. They're all kind of similar. So, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the personality, they hire their own personalities. I've kind of seen a pattern in that. If someone's cranky and the whole store's cranky, and I meet the boss and they're cranky, I'm like, I'm going somewhere else.
The climate's not right.
So thank you for being you.
So your next question, our next question for you is, how is your business holding up during these economic times? World's been a little crazy lately.
Good question, Trish. Good question.
It has been a very interesting time. I would say for the last year or year and a half. Mm-hmm. But, I think that we just kind of said, okay, we need to do things a little bit differently. And we're just throwing things out there. Like today, 2 days ago, I said, hey, we're going to put all barefoot dreams on 50% off for 2 days. So
wow.
We're hitting that place after.
We missed that, I think.
Yeah, we missed that memo. But there's, so I keep coming up with new ideas, and what am I going to do next, and how am I going to do this? We will deliver gifts to the people's house. We do whatever we have to do to help facilitate that sale.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Kind of go from there.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say, honestly, we're pretty hard-working people. When we see that, like Monday was a rather slow day for who knows what reason, and that's why I said, okay, let's have a Barefoot Dream sale.
Mm-hmm. Do you put that on Facebook?
Yes, we do. We put it on all of our social media, and we just kind of step back and, punt and just go, what can we do now? And we're, making all kinds of T-shirts and everything in the store this whole week and next week.
And we're going to get to that too. And by the way, it's www.shoptateandtilly.com. It's www.shop Tate, Tate, and Tilly, TILLY.com. They are on North Del Mabry. And Renee has a question for you, and then we're going to ship it over to, go ahead.
Hi, this is Renee. What kind of products do you think you'll be treating us with in 2024 that's a little different from the past products that you introduced to us?
Well, to be honest with you, we're going to have some of the staple ideas. Your candles will stay the same.
Perfect.
We still, of course, have clothing. We'll still have some of the same exact things. But so far in the last week, I've met with about 6 reps. I have never had one of these products in the store before.
Great.
That's exciting.
So, I know that I come there.
I bought some lipstick or some lip gloss, and when you take the top off the lip gloss, there's a light that illuminates so that you can see yourself putting on the lip gloss.
Brilliant.
Nice. Right.
Brilliant.
That's
Don't
amazing.
we know that?
Well, I don't know. I can do it in the dark. I'm a lipstick holic. I'm a lipstick holic. I got to tell you, I am, and I've got more lipstick than Sephora and from any other place. But,
same.
Yeah, but I love
product
lipstick.
junkies.
But you know what? I also.
have many products that are coming in. I found a cool purse line. We're getting new baby items in that we've never had before.
The cutest
And I don't
baby
mean
stuff.
we're just going to get the same item, but it's just a different company. We're getting items in that we have never carried in the store in the 11 years it's been open.
So we can visit tateandtilly.com. And what I'm going to do, Linda, I'm kind of pressed for time, but you are coming back on the show. And what I want when you come back, it's going to be in about 2 weeks. We're going to have a whole show with you because I want you to come in. I've had ladies that own boutiques and I want you to tell your story to inspire others when their fears are there stopping them from their dreams, male, female, children, kids, whatever. I want you to share your story and then we're going to dive more into your shop, but we're really limited for time. And I do want to talk to Trishma for a second because she is selling and it's at your store and she's going to talk about the shirts that people can stop in and what she has. So can we talk to her for a second, and then you'll come back on the show in about 2 to 3 weeks, right? Yeah. We have you, and then we're gonna have these other unanswered questions. And thank you so much, and thank you. And I'm wearing my lovely shirt. And by the way, I have a Gasparilla bracelet, a Tampa bracelet that I pull out. I bought from her about 4 years ago, and I'm wearing it right now. It's timeless stuff. Visit Tate and Tilly, and let's listen. Let's take a chat with Trishma. Thank you, Linda.
How you doing?
Hi, Trishma. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm great.
Good. Thank you. I know. Thank you so much for being on here. I'm wearing your love. I wore the scarf at the beginning. I'm wearing your shirt that I got yesterday to show our viewers or to let them know how beautiful. And I also have a bracelet from your store. So can you tell us, I'm going to sum everything up. I know I have some questions for you, but we're pressed for time. But can you tell everybody what you offer for this Gasparilla Kids Parade and also Gasparilla? And we'll talk more as we go further.
We offer the rhinestone designs that we press here while you shop, kids and adults. And we also have vinyl designs for the men and the boys. That's pretty much, and you get it while you wait.
Right. And what you have, Trishma, when you go in there, I want you all to know these are original, you can create. In fact, I'm going to have her create our shrink and wrap shows. And she does it right, our shirts, for the show. And she does it right there. I mean, you can sit there if time allows, but you can be in there and then she can make the show. You can put your names on the back of them and do whatever you want.
Well, that shirt you have on is
pretty nice. We might have to steal it from you right now.
And it has the bell sleeves and there's rhinestones on the bottom of the sleeves.
Representing what year it is.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Yeah, but you can create this, but you are definitely so creative and they're all unique. Is that correct?
Correct.
Correct.
And created by myself.
Yeah.
I saw for the kids.
I know a lot of people are going to be really cold, so I do have gloves and scarves and beanies and.
Can I ask you
can
something?
bring your own stuff.
Is the shirt that Tracy has on right now with the bell sleeves? What do the little rhinestones at the bottom represent?
It's the XX.
Hold on. What is it? The skull bones? They are the skull.
I thought it was kisses. I thought it was kisses.
No. She's so.
I love romance.
I know you do, but we had to make sure she clarified it.
Yeah,
it's not kisses. It's definitely skull bones.
No, I
and
know.
for a minute, I thought it was for the year.
But
for Valentine's. That's a good idea.
That's what I'm saying. Well, if Johnny Depp comes in town, I'll be waiting.
I saw too for the children's parade. For the children's parade this weekend, I saw you have really cute tutus for the kids.
Yes. Yeah.
And the shirts with the rhinestones as well.
Yes. Yeah. And thanks to Trish.
I saw that and had to send it to my daughter for my 2-year-old granddaughter.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
So, Trishma, do you have anything to say? I'm going to have you back on as well. I have a whole year of people coming back on because I need a 2-hour show.
Right.
Do you have any closing statement to say that you want people to know? It's Tate and Tilly, www.shop. Tate, Tate, and Tilly, TILLY.com. Do you have anything more you like for anyone to know right now about your embroidery?
Come and visit. Come and Tate and Tilly's and shop till you drop and I'll make your stuff while you shop at Tate and Tilly's.
Okay. So when you create our shirts here for the Shrink and Wrap, because I'm going to be giving one because everybody matters on our show, and we're going to have a You Matter shirt that you are going to design for us. Will you come on when we create these, you and Linda?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you really have no choice because I just kind of put you on the spot because our listeners.
I
just want you to know. Sorry, but you have to come now. So thank you so much, Tishma. You guys are lovely, and we're going to dive deeper into the store in about 2 weeks, and I'll be in probably after Gasparilla to create our shirts. Thank you so much, and happy Gasparilla, and visit Tate and Tilly right now. Thank you, all you listeners out there. Thank you, Tishma.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So we have 8 minutes, and I would like Trish to introduce, we have a huge event coming up this weekend with Chaz.
So we had Chaz Collins on here a couple weeks ago, and he is they call him the tall, cool one, country artist, Chaz Collins, and he is going to be in Safety Harbor this Friday, January 19th. It's what they call Third Friday at Safety Harbor. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be at the Harbor Bar with live music from 8:15 to 10:30. And you don't want to miss this because Chaz is a great singer and entertainer.
Yes, and Trish, thank you so much. And he was here in our studio. He's so busy because I said, do you want to say anything? He's gone. He's like gone. But I was so grateful that he came. We will promote him. We will support him. Matt, can we hear just a clip of 30 seconds of Chaz? If you've never heard this guy sing, and he's a really good man.
Another show, another town. A lot of miles between us now. These old wheels are rolling home. Hold on, girl, it won't be long. I don't care, the sun don't shine. Soon I'll be there.
So that's just a clip of who Chaz Collins is. Again, tell us what time and where. Don't miss this.
Don't miss this event. It's this Friday, January 19th. In Safety Harbor at the Harbor Bar from 8:15 to 10:30. Now, there's music before that with another band, but, Chaz is the one I really wanted to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's up and rising, everybody out there. If you get a chance to see him, you might want to see him now.
And that Third Friday, they shut Main Street down, and there are vendors and food, and it's just a big party. Lots of fun. I'll see you there.
I'll see you there. Thank you so much. And Renee, we have about 2 minutes. So tell us what you got.
We have I know y'all are very supportive of our veterans, and upcoming very shortly, February 18th, we have an event for WAR, which is Warriors at Rest. And it's at Serendipity. It's called Stellar Night Under the Stables. It's for those veterans to have a place to come to when they're in an interim spot where they don't know where they're going to be, where they're going to stay after they come out of therapy. Yeah. It helps them to do all kinds of activities and integrate back into everyday life.
I love that.
Yeah,
people they can relate to what they've gone through.
What they've gone through.
The support group.
All the support group that they have right now out there, it's so that they can establish a life after. And it can go on and on. It can PSTD it goes forever. You have to something can trigger it. And so they go back into therapy a little bit, and then they come out and they go to this Warriors at Rest place where they can just become themselves in a serene environment. It's Serendipity in Pinellas Park. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. It's a big equestrian stable, and they built a housing area back there. And but it is tickets are on sale. You can go to Stellar Night at the Stables. and we'll put something out there.
And you'll be talking about it, right? Because Renee is our entertainment host, and Trish is our nonprofit host. So thank you, ladies, both for that. Thank you both for your support today. We're coming to a closing statement now, and I hate to have to close the show, but listen, to all you listeners, you matter. You matter to us. And I'm going to, first of all, I didn't have a chance. I want to talk about this really quick. It is Dry January, and we are talking about alcohol. And I want to let everybody out there know that for Dry January, there's an app called Reframe. It's the #1 app to help you quit drinking. And I just saw that, and I thought that was interesting. And also, when you're socializing, set yourself a power hour, be the organizer, reframe your thoughts, have an exit strategy, and don't be afraid to leave for those of you that are doing Dry January for one reason or another. So today, to conclude the show.
Hold on. Before you conclude, real quick, somebody in this room has a birthday coming up between now and the next show.
Oh, she does.
I just wanted to say happy birthday to you,
cry.
Tracy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Renee
birthday
sing.
to you.
I've never seen Tracy blush that hard.
Happy birthday to you. Oh my God, that was a surprise. Thank you
Happy
so
birthday.
much.
Not serious. It's happy birthday, Trace, but
Thank
I've never
you.
seen you blush that hard in the time I've known you.
Do I match my shirt? No, I'm just not. Thank you so much.
Almost matched your shirt.
Thank you. And happy birthday to everybody in January. And every day is a gift. And don't forget, your story is unwritten and you matter. You matter. You are our friend. You're a part of our show. And I'm going to conclude today's show. We've got this big invasion. And today, so I would like to say, together, we can face challenges as deep as the ocean and as high as the sky. But individually, we are one drop. And today, we are an ocean. So I hope Jose hears that. So
There's going to be a big wave in the
That's
ocean.
right.
Invasion in the ocean.
But we're all one drop and we're ready. So set sail. So let's take a listen to Robert Plant, and maybe you'll find love of Sea of Love. Have a great weekend.
Led Zeppelin.